You want me to change slides to my report? I have pictures of calibration.
You can have one slide and then or 3 slides to show us what you do.
Okay.
It's your report, right?
Yeah.
You have no slide on that?
No, I don't put it in because I didn't want to talk about.
Maybe just explain
Okay.
instead of you looking at the report.
Okay, I'm just gonna. So in calibrations, what we do is we bring equipments around. It's actually to test the temperature, voltage of equipments. So what we do is, as you all know, that the electronics that you use will degrade over time. So what I mean by degrade is not the exterior, but the interior. So connections, they fall apart now and then or get weakened. The main point of calibration is to see whether it has weakened over time. So what we do is we test for voltage, whether it is precise to the standard. Because if TUFSO is using an equipment that is not calibrated, it is a very big problem because they are bringing the test sets all over the world. And if they are not reliable in being accurate, then all their sets are not accurate. And they have to follow the standards, of course. So that is basically it. So an example of what we did was, there was a chamber. I have a picture, but since you, okay, there was a chamber. So it's a heat chamber. You can change the humidity and temperature up to 200 degrees and humidity 0 to 100%. So what's going on is that we place wires that can detect the heat and humidity inside. Just close the door and we tested at several intervals for 1 hour. So we are testing for 100 degrees Celsius at 30% humidity. So we have to get the data over 1 hour period and get the average. If one of the probes, we have about 6 probes inside the oven. So if one of the probes is too high or too low, we have to change the cable. But most of the time, it's not that. It's the one part of the oven is hotter than the other. So that's a big problem. So if that happens, calibration, that's not under calibrations anymore, we push it to the other team. So calibration is just checking whether the thing works as per normal. Then they have to cross-check with their database over the years whether it is actually supposed to be plus minus how many % error.
So help me understand, from what I hear is that you were in 3 departments.
Yeah.
Briefly for the first one, I'm not sure what is that. How long was that?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Then after that you went to a calibration. For how long?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
3,
and then the rest of the other time
Yeah.
you were in testing.
Ingress protection, yeah.
Actually, when I see your presentation, I score you very low on presentation material. Because for 22 weeks kind of internship, I would expect you to have more things. Yeah. So somehow
because I had to change so many departments.
It doesn't matter. But you see, the thing is that this is your journey of learning. 22 weeks, yeah, you learn the good thing and the bad thing.
Yeah.
But in a 10 minutes presentation, it somehow come across as very, very little. So it's very crucial that you highlight things that you have done. You see, I can understand your sharing that you are the type who is hands-on, therefore everything is like not seems a bit mundane to you.
Yes.
But you must remember, a lot of these things even people like us never see before. What is mundane to you can be very interesting to us. So I think this is a message I want to share with you, because when I see your presentation slide, I actually score you very low. Because actually I think you have more things, but it somehow
I
didn't
couldn't
come out.
get the pictures, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it didn't come out.
No, I mean I couldn't get the picture because the company doesn't allow.
No, it doesn't matter whether even if you go internet and bring things in, right? Okay, this is what I did there. Interesting. You see, sometimes the thing you see is mundane, but actually it's very important thing to do.
Yeah, I totally get it. That's why.
Like the presentation you did for your IP, actually the IP got 2 character there, right? Got 2 number, right?
Yeah,
IP something, right?
X2
So what you just explained is water,
Yeah, that's
ingress.
also.
What is the other one?
The dust, from particles.
right?
Yeah.
So you did mention that now they do each section do different testing, right?
Yes.
And you say because you're doing just water can be quite mundane because every day the engineer are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't you offer to say, can I go to the other department so I can see a whole picture? You
No,
understand?
I mean, you mentioned there is also a test on the dust. You can explain what is.
Have you seen it? You
You
see how they
haven't seen
do.
it, but you can actually find out on the own what is it all about. Instead of just leaving it like that with one example on water seepage, which.
The one most probably you do a lot. I assume you do a lot because you only show one box, right?
Yeah, I have quite a few lah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You only show one box, right? But it doesn't come across that you did a lot, you see.
Yes.
If you tell me that, oh, I did 5,000 boxes, then I can see very mundane. Wow.
Yeah.
I siong, right? But if you tell me that, I give you perseverance point. That means you were able to survive doing something very mundane for a long time.
You could ask her. She could see.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
so in a presentation like that, it doesn't come out to me. It come out to me as you have very little to say. Huh? Maybe I ask you one question before you go. In terms of what you study here in Poly and what you did there, is there something that you feel that you learned here that you were, it was useful for you so that you understand what was going on?
Before I did the test, so like light bulbs and enclosures, I had to wire up to see if it works. So the three-phase, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So the safety part of it taught me how to
So which module did you learn on this?
EC.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Electrical. I forgot the module name.
Encik, 3
This
years.
is I think that Ngee-Ann, I don't just focus on one module. It's a journey. So if you say that what did I bring from Ngee-Ann, I would say I brought everything I learned is from Ngee-Ann, not from one module.
That's why I want to know. You see. Because just now you did mention voltage, current, all this, right?
Yeah.
But I cannot feel what exactly you did for those things. I'm sorry to say, but I mean in that 10 minutes presentation, it doesn't come across to me you did a lot. But I think in Tusut there is a lot of things to learn.
Yes.
Right? Maybe you were a bit, how do I say, there seems to be some initial starting the wrong place. Right, then hopefully the last remaining weeks you did really find some very engaging kind of learning, maybe a bit mundane to you, right? But these are sometimes life is like that, you have to face
I
it.
understand.
Huh?
I
Okay.
think what you learn in Tusut is that you learn that every time you learn to do a true test, you have to actually physically examine before it goes inside test.
Yeah.
And after you come out from test, what happens to it? And it's anything you can apply to life, basically. I wouldn't say it's empty-handed. It's maintained work. In any maintained work, every routine work, there are some message and some independent that can be very useful for your life. And that is what we wanted to see with people. Instead you get into the politics or the workplace politics.
Yes.
You should this is part of the internship.
I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the
Yeah,
pace. I'm
I think
saying
so.
the reality of the pace.
It's
And
like that.
if you want me to sugarcoat it, then
No, I'm not asking you sugarcoat. It just says that the work is very maintained, but you write in the PowerPoint like this, and it's not correct. It's not correct.
I think it's not necessarily not correct, but more like even though the job is mundane, what is my learning? What did I learn of this whole
that's
thing?
what I wrote.
If you
Yeah.
go down to your slide, come on, Lisa, I think you didn't get my message. Go down to your last slide.
Oh, that's like,
Okay. But do you realize that doing the same thing every day, this is like McDonald's. Somebody making a hamburger, somebody actually doing the dessert. This is how it become very productive. You find that this is very boring, but they are talking about making money, taking it out. This is where you can get the employment. So it's not for you to write down as a negative aspect of it. You shouldn't do that. you should not.
Maybe it's how to present it in the, because I'm sure in the past, like what you say, in the past they may have one person do everything,
Yeah.
but they may face some problem which maybe never share with you, right?
Yeah. That's what my supervisor told
That's
me.
why now they organize by specialization,
Yeah.
right? So you come in, you see the specialization part. Maybe your thought is, hey, if only I can do all. But somebody may, you know, if you have talked to different people, somebody may share with you, oh, last time we have the other type of problem. Then you will see the picture, oh, now I know why the other way may not work, right? So different organizations have this kind of, they go through different challenges. Then some people organize it this way, some people organize that way. But I think the idea of this internship is for you to know the good and bad, not to say cannot say positive or negative, it's not like that, right? It's more to say, if it's negative, what can I do constructively to help? If I cannot, okay lah, I just take note of it, right? I'll just don't say we are talking can, but I think it's an approach to looking at something, and how do you manage the way the learning is done. Be very clear that, I mean, I'm sure there's some good thing you learn from Tusu, right? Although the way the wording is like very little.
Yeah.
Compared to the negative is like a lot.
I mean, you obviously see the negatives.
I can feel it lah. I can feel it lah. Your presentation tell me is, so I'm worried about that lah.
Yeah, your report is very light. I couldn't really make much sense out of your report. I think you should come also brief.
Huh?
Report like
Very, very brief.
Yeah.
quite some story. Some technical story.
Yeah. It's technical. So mostly everything is technical.
You tend to
Actually,
summarize the thing.
Yeah, I already
Tend to
gave you
summarize.
the interim report feedback, and I didn't see the improvement after that, so it was about same as your interim report. But anyway, it's okay.
Explain a bit more.
On.
The report.
I think you need to
Explain.
be more, how to use the word, more involved in the understanding. Yeah, there are negative points, but it's how to look at it and say, now I learn it, but what is the positive or constructive part of it, right? I think this is something we need you to do. Right, if you want to proceed, just now you say your future plan is to proceed on to university and so on, right?
Yes.
You will encounter this even more in university. People look at a report like that, they say you have not really do enough work. I mean, you have not think deep enough to say, look at different angle, right? So I think this is a message we want to tell you, that you need to
Yes.
tend to be very clear that there are always two sides of the story. How do you go deeper than just on the surface? Take this as a feedback. Okay? Thank you very much.